story tonight. A jury in Harford County deliberating the fate of 16-year-old Jalen Prince. That is a Joppatown High School student charged with killing a classmate inside a bathroom at the school. Harford County community reporter Ashley Paul live outside of the courthouse in Bel Air tonight with what the jury heard during closing arguments today. Ashley, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Rick. Well, the jury has been deliberating for going on 3 hours now, and they certainly have a lot to consider after hearing 5 days of testimony followed by closing arguments from both the state and the defense. And tonight, the main question seems to be whether the shooting death of 15-year-old Warren Grant was intentional and pre-planned.
Quote, "This isn't an accident. He cocked the gun and it went off 3 seconds later. He made a choice and he chose violence," end quote. This is one of the many powerful statements made by State's Attorney Allison Healy during her closing arguments today when asking the jury to convict 16-year-old Jalen Prince of first-degree murder. Healy spent more than an hour going through the events pertaining to this case, including when Prince purchased a gun on August 15, 2024, to September 6, 2024, when he allegedly killed 15-year-old Warren Grant in a Joppatown High School bathroom. She replayed the video of the shooting where Prince can be heard on 4 separate occasions telling Grant, quote, "I will kill you," end quote. Healy told the jury, quote, "If you say you're going to do something and it happens, it's intentional," end quote. In order to be convicted of first-degree murder, the jury must decide that the killing was premeditated. But in her closing arguments, defense attorney Stacey Pipkin told the jury, quote, "Jalen Prince is not a calculated cold murderer. He is a child," end quote. She, too, explained the series of events leading up to, during, and following the fatal shot that day, arguing Prince felt threatened in that bathroom, which could indicate this shooting was self-defense. As the jury watched the video of the shooting again, she argued that Grant was the aggressor and continued to inch up towards Prince until he was backed up against a wall. Quote, "He had nowhere to go at that point," end quote. She said, referring to Prince's testimony, quote, "He thought he was going to get jumped," end quote. But in her rebuttal, State's Attorney Healy pointed out that Prince's testimony was, quote, "his version, not the truth, his version," end quote, adding Prince was, quote, "the aggressor at each and every stage," end quote.
Now, Prince is facing a number of charges, including murder and assault. He's also facing charges for carrying a gun on school property, carrying a loaded gun, and having a gun used in a crime of violence, and having a gun under the age of 21. Now, the defense attorney, Stacey Pipkin, didn't deny those. She said that he owns that. He's guilty of those things. So we imagine right now that the main question that the jury's deliberating on is if Prince will be convicted of murder. If so, first degree, second degree, voluntary manslaughter, and again, what type of assault he may or may not be convicted of. So we're waiting on those answers from the jury. We'll continue to be here at the courthouse until we have a verdict and bring you all those details as we learn them. But for now, reporting live on your corner in Harford County, I'm Ashley Paul, WJZ.
Ashley, nice coverage. Thank you.